you all for coming out tonight. We would like to invite you or introduce you to this year's High School Business Heroes competition. So we're just a quick run through of what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about High School Business Heroes, what the program is. Amy is going to introduce the competition in case to you all. We're going to go over what the competition is, what you're going to have to do for it, what all the dates are and times. We're going to talk about what you have to hand in immediately, the elevator pitch, give you some helpful tips, and tell you how to contact us.
So to everyone who came and all the schools that are here, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. And a big thank you to all our sponsors, including and especially Cité Automotive. Alright, so I'm just going to introduce the exec team. So Nick and myself are the co-chairs for this year. Kate Nam is our CFO. Yeah, we won't have to clap every time. Emily Davies is our sponsorship director. Vaishali Gohale is our chief administrative officer. Naveen Hamley is one of 2 mentorship coordinators. Emily Hahn is our second mentorship coordinator. And Alex Veracudi is our PR director. And as always, lovely, Robert Moss is our digital media director.
Hey guys.
Alright, so a little bit about the High School Business Heroes. So this is our 11th year now. It was started in 2006 by undergraduate students, and we have continued that tradition on. So the main focus of High School Business Heroes is a twofold approach. It was created in order to create an enriching environment for students like yourselves, business students, to enrich your business experience as well as gain experiential learning, and as well for undergraduate students to gain leadership experience. So we do this through offering our competition through different sponsors. We've had the RBG, the Art Gallery of Hamilton, but you guys know that. So what we do is we take the theoretical learning that you guys have from the classroom, and we apply that to a real-world case study. And we find that that's very useful because experiential learning is something that you don't get anywhere else. In the classroom, it's perfect to learn from textbooks and apply that to a test, but it's very different when you do it in the real world. And so the rewards that we have from this are, of course, the experiential learning, the prizes, of course, the money's always nice, and of course, the opportunity to interact with different mentors, the executive team, business professionals, as well as professors throughout the school.
All right, so now to introduce this year's case competition, we have Amy Cochran.
Hi everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Amy Cochran. I'm the Director of Marketing for Cité Automotive Group. Also here this evening is Evan Hollis, and he is a manager for our group as well for all the stores. So on behalf of myself, the team, and our General Manager Gordon Albini can't be here, we'd like to thank you all for coming. So I guess we can get to reveal the case. So this year, as you didn't guess from me being the Director of Marketing, the case study is a marketing one. So what we're looking for is for you to build a strategic marketing plan for automotive sales, leveraging relevant advertising mediums with consideration for today's buyer. So as marketing has evolved, especially in automotive over the last 5 years, we've seen a significant change from traditional marketing to, as you can imagine, digital marketing. We'll get a little bit into that, but the focus for this marketing plan, it kind of can't be avoided that today's buyer is the millennial. And as we go through the slides, you'll kind of see how I hint at that. So these are our 6 dealerships that are part of our group. We're a family-owned and operated business that's been part of the community here in Hamilton since 1968. Our 6 dealerships include 3 in Hamilton, so Image Honda, Queenston Automotive, this dealership, which is Queenston Chevrolet Buick GMC, and then we have some dealerships in Guelph and Waterloo, and that's Guelph Nissan, Guelph Infiniti, and Waterloo Nissan. This is just what I had just gone through. Like I said, we do have lots of experience in the community. which gives us the benefit of having a loyal customer base, which has helped us over the years. So the objective of this is to increase leads and traffic combined with loyalty and brand visibility to achieve higher sales volumes at all of our dealerships within the group, the 6 that we just revealed. This is to be achieved using a strategic marketing plan that incorporates both traditional and digital forms of marketing. Just to kind of expand on this a bit, what we consider a lead is any prospect that leaves contact information that has the interest or the intent in purchasing a vehicle from us. This is just a little bit overview on the Hamilton community and how it's evolving and how it will apply to your case study because there's a greater need for vehicle purchases, particularly you look at the development and where this dealership's located. Within the last 5 years, all of these new homes are being built. Brimel Road now has like 5 new traffic lights and we really see the population increasing. And this is just expanding on, you're all aware that Hamilton was amalgamated in 2001. So we market, in addition to the Guelph and Waterloo stores, when we're examining just the Hamilton community, we market to all of these. These are all our customer database. So this is just a breakdown of traditional versus digital marketing. These are all venues that we use when we're marketing to different demographics. The traditional are some of the basics: newspaper, radio, television. Word of mouth is huge for us. It's still an integral part of how we market to our customers. Postal drops, billboard signs, call campaigns, private sales, or any type of event that's held at the dealership. When we're marketing to automotive, some of them are standard forms of media that go across all different platforms of marketing, but obviously some are tailored to what we market, and that would be like Auto Trader or Kijiji, so online listings. So as you research your vehicles and you go and check out sites such as Auto Trader, you'll see the listings, and that's a form of marketing. So when you see a specific vehicle, for instance, with the description and the pictures, we call that a VDP page, and that's a vehicle display page. And that's a type of marketing which is categorized under the digital form. Google reputation management is crucial to our marketing, so Google reviews our Google pages and making sure that all of our local search mediums are up to date, and that includes video. SEM, so search engine marketing, those are the text ads that you see at the top of Google if you're unfamiliar with that. Display advertising, they're those ads that follow you around on the internet. As with the retargeting ads. Impressions, geo-targeting campaigns are something that we're able to do digitally if you're unaware, and we can actually target what we're advertising to the customer based on where they live, their postal code, or where their IP address is. Our websites, of course, mobile ads, mobile apps, and email campaigns are also great for target marketing. So these slides that you'll see, there's about 4 or 5 of them following. They're just to give you a little bit more insight on directing your research to come up with a marketing plan. This shows that automobile shoppers are more likely to be millennial and male. So it's just a breakdown. And this will give you insight as to how you're going to target and how you're going to strategize your plan. This is just a breakdown of different types of segments in automotive. So the retail, e-commerce estimates include automotive sales, products or services ordered using the internet, regardless of the method of payment or fulfillment. So that could even be something, for instance, we're launching new websites, and we've signed onto an e-commerce platform that will allow the buyer to actually leave a deposit for a vehicle for purchase without having to come into the dealership, and that would fall under the retail e-commerce sale. Automotive ad spending includes all ad spending investments related to vehicles, parts, or maintenance. And connected cars, pretty much all of our cars that we sell now are connected, and of course that's Bluetooth, nav, any sort of embedded mobile device. Digital ad spending, this is crucial, and it kind of speaks to the change in automotive marketing that I talked about over the course of the last 5 years. And it's a projection of where we're going, how the trend's increasing. So in 2016, it's about $9.13, and by 2020, it's expected to increase to $15.21. This will also play an important role in your research. So digital time continues to grow at the expense of other media in Canada. So oftentimes People will say that newspaper is no longer relevant or radio is no longer relevant. It's not so much that it's not relevant to marketing, it just impacts and changes how we're marketing. So an example would be newspaper and radio still play an important part in branding, which is part of your marketing, but for specific, the trend is changing over to digital, and this is where we see kind of the jump. Digital is now 40.2%, where print, for instance, is only at 5% of the advertising budget. And then this is the last slide. The reason I showed you this is exclusively related to the buyer cycle and how they search for cars digitally or how they search for cars online. So something's a little different. Traditionally, the buyer we didn't have the internet. So car buyers had relationships with their sales individual. They bought a car, their dad bought a car, so they go to that salesperson. Or so-and-so told them about Winston Chev, so they're gonna go check it out. But how it's changed now is the consumer has all the information. They're much more knowledgeable than they were before. They don't need us to tell them about the technologies in the car or whether the car is a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder or has winter tires. They already know all the information before they come in. So this is kind of their stage. First, they search the vehicle. So most of the buyers have already made up their mind. They kind of know what they're looking for. They're looking for Chevrolet Cruze or they're looking for a Honda Civic. Once they've made their decision on what type of vehicle they want to buy, that's when they start searching the brand in their immediate area. So Chevrolet Hamilton. The next stage of the lead, I guess, or the prospect customer, is when they have narrowed it down to you and your competitor. And this is where they find your dealership. So at this point, they've already decided that they want a Chevrolet Cruze, they're coming to Hamilton, and they're gonna come to Queenston. And this is the breakdown, typically, of the buying cycle. When they're searching the type of vehicle, they're about 3 to 6 months out from purchasing. Once they start searching the area, they're 1 to 2 months out. As soon as they start searching your dealership, it's immediate. It's 48 to 72 hours. And that's when they submit a lead, either by coming in or they go online and they submit contact information for a test drive. So it's imperative that in order for us to complete the buy cycle, that we contact them within a reasonable amount of time. So if that lead comes in, we should be responding to it if it's within business hours, within about an hour's time. Otherwise, we stand a significant chance of losing that buyer and them going back into the brand cycle and picking our competitor. And then this is just kind of speaking to that. So we're at the point now where nearly half of the car shoppers research online for their auto options. And I mean, it's a benefit to us and it can be a disadvantage because, like I said, these buyers are more knowledgeable than us in some cases because they've had the benefit of researching it for hours, if not days. And then this is just a little snapshot that we got from Auto Trader to help you out with your research. The top makes and models searched online. So it kind of gives you a breakdown whether it's luxury, sedan, trucks, and by the different brands as well. And this will help you out with your strategy formulating it to our dealership specifically. So with the Hondas, the Nissans, and the Chevrolet, and the used car superstore. That's it.
This presentation will be available after the after opening ceremony, so that you can all go back, look at that, look at all the data there, and start to make your plan using some of that information as well as your own research.
All right, so I'm just going to run through a couple of the dates that you guys need to keep in mind. So the first seminar is going to be next Tuesday, February 28th, and we're going to talk about the elevator pitch that you guys are going to be submitting. The next seminar is going to be how to write a business report. That's going to be March 7th. Each of the seminars is going to be the Tuesday in the March from 5:30 to 7, we're thinking. Phase 1 elevator pitch is due Saturday, March 4th at 11 a.m. Seminar 3 is the drop-in session during your March break, just to clarify anything you guys have, any questions you have regarding the written report or the elevator pitch that you submitted. And then seminar 4 is editing and proofing that written report that I was talking about, and then the actual report is due Saturday, March 25th at 11 a.m. again. March 27th, the top 10 teams are going to be announced, and then the seminar 5 is presentation skills, and we're going to help you through presenting, and that's going to be the top 10 teams, of course, coming. And then the final presentation PowerPoint is due April 7th at 11 a.m. And then the closing ceremonies is the day after on April 8th.
So phase 1 is going to be the elevator pitch. This is going to be like if you were stepping into an elevator with an executive and you have 5 minutes, the time for an elevator to get to the top floor, to actually tell them about your idea, tell them about your idea. So it's a clear, very concise explanation of what direction you're going, what you're thinking about, and how you're going to make this marketing plan work. It's going to be a 2-page proposal outlining the very key elements with a couple of research cited data that just gives you an outline, skeleton, bare bones plan of what your marketing plan is going to be.
All right, so for this competition, you guys are going to be assigned mentors, and you have been assigned mentors. You should have gotten the email by now. If you haven't, contact us. So your mentors are here for a very specific reason. So this competition is a business competition, it's a professional competition, but at its most basic form, it's about ideas. We want you guys to make good ideas, and they're all good ideas. And Nick and I were just talking, and we were saying, it's really interesting because we can present a problem, a single problem, to 200 people, and we're going to get 200 different answers back. The point of the mentors is to facilitate the process between the ideas and the actual written report, the elevator pitch, and the presentation. They're here to help you every step of the way. They're not going to write it for you, but they are going to help you edit it, proof it. They're going to help you hone those ideas down, because you guys have great ideas. We've seen it before, and we'll see it again, but you guys have fantastic ideas. The mentors are there just to clarify any ambiguities that exist or anything that you need. As well, the mentorship coordinators, Nick, myself, and the executive team are there if you guys have any questions about anything.
So just some tips to help you get started, and as you work through the competition, always edit and work together as a group. You don't want different ideas trying to conflict at the same time, especially when a due date's coming on quick. Plan ahead. Due dates do come up quick, and this is certainly, I'm sure you've seen this in your high school work, but due dates come up quick. Plan ahead, know when you're going to work. Follow the guidelines carefully. We're going to outline for you everything that we expect to see in the plans and exactly how we expect you to show them to us, so make sure you follow them. It's so easy to miss these marks, so make sure you're following these. Do your research. There's always going to be a ton of research. You have the entire internet at your disposal nowadays. Use it. Use the research. Find a way to market and make a plan that incorporates as much data as you can find. Use concepts you learn in class. I'm sure many of you are business students. Many of you have taken classes on how to do business and how to do marketing. Use those skills just as you would in the real world. And ask your mentors. Get feedback. That's what they're there for, to help you along with the competition and improve your work as much as they can.
Alright, so for everything we talked about today, and the elevator pitch and the submission details, you guys are going to go check out the website. And so that's just going to show you a detailed step-by-step of what we want as a guideline for kind of facilitating your ideas.
So our next event is Seminar 1, as Mitchell mentioned before, Tuesday, February 28th, GHE room 210 at McMaster. Get the full university experience of being in a class, getting a seminar, learning real business lessons that way. We're going to have Inez Berkovic, a business librarian. She's going to teach you all about research, how to research effectively, and using resources that are at your disposal. And we'll give you exactly what details you need for the elevator pitch. For every seminar, there's a bonus mark on the final report for every team that comes or submits a small paragraph on the podcast. So we'll make sure you get all the details on that through the website and through the case package, but make sure you come or at least watch and submit that paragraph back to us.
So yeah, as Nick was talking about, the seminars are going to be podcasted, so check us out online on our YouTube page, just type in HSBH. On our website, again, just type in HSBH to like Google, it'll pop up. Facebook, Twitter, just to make sure, like we post when the deadlines are, when guidelines are, any kind of tips or tricks. That's what we post, so just check us out online, and yeah.
Here's our contact information. If you need to contact the mentors, if you need to contact us, if you need to contact anyone, all the information is here or on our website anytime you need it.
All right, thank you very much, guys.
Good luck with the competition. We know you'll all do great.
So there are refreshments and stuff, so if you guys want to stick around and ask anybody any questions, meet your mentors, ask us anything, please feel free.